Ladybird, read it yourself. The Ugly Duckling. The Ugly Duckling, retold by Alison Ainsworth, illustrated by Stephen Holmes. Here is a duck. She has lots of eggs in her nest. One by one, the little eggs crack. Out come some little ducklings. One egg is big. The egg cracks and out comes a big duckling. The duck says, "You are not like the little ducklings. You are a big, ugly duckling." The duck and all the ducklings go to the water. They all swim up and down. They have fun in the water. Then they go to the farm. On the farm, the big ducks say, "We like the little ducklings, but we don't like the big, ugly duckling." The ugly duckling is very sad. The ducklings have fun on the farm. The ugly duckling wants to play. But the little ducklings say, "You are a big, ugly duckling. We don't want to play with you. Go away." The ugly duckling is sad. He runs to the marsh. There he sees some big marsh ducks. One big marsh duck comes to look at the ugly duckling. "You don't look like me," says the big marsh duck. "Look into the water. You are an ugly duckling. Go away." The ugly duckling looks into the water. He can see an ugly duckling. He says, "That is me in the water. I am ugly." The ugly duckling is cold and sad. He comes to a house. "I can go into this house," he says. "I can get help there." But there is a big dog in the house. The big dog says, "You are an ugly duckling. You can't come in." The ugly duckling sees some rabbits. He says, "Can I play with you?" The rabbits say, "No, you are an ugly duckling. We don't want to play with you." The ugly duckling is sad. He says, "The little ducklings don't like me. The marsh ducks, the dog, and the rabbits don't like me." The ugly duckling sees a swan. "I want to be like that swan," he says. "The swan is not ugly." It's winter. It's cold. There is ice on the water. The ugly duckling can't swim. He can't crack the ice. A man sees the ugly duckling. The ugly duckling can't get up. The man says, "You are cold. You can come home with me. It's not cold in my house." Some children live in the house, but they are not good to the ugly duckling. This is not fun, says the ugly duckling, and he runs away. The ugly duckling runs to the marsh. He has a cold little home by the water. The ugly duckling looks at the ice. He is very sad. The winter ice goes. It's spring. The ugly duckling looks up. He sees a swan. I want to fly like that swan, he says. He runs and runs. Yes, he can fly. Look at me, I can fly, he says to the swan. Yes, says the swan. Look into the water. You are not a duckling. You are not ugly. You have grown into a swan. You can have a home with me. The ugly duckling looks into the water. He can see a swan. He says, "That is me in the water. I am not an ugly duckling. I am a swan." The end. Thank you for listening.